All right, guys, I have huge news I wasn't expecting. That's right, Bentley called, and it's mostly good news, a little bit of bad news. Let me explain. As you guys know, and if you don't know, my ultimate dream build, right? We do builds here at DD. We have our own fabrication shop. We have tools. We have Mike Essa, which I'm not sure where he is right now. We can do this. Now I need the actual thing to build to actually be my dream car. There's so many cars on the channel, so many cars in the world, and some cars speak to me and some don't. The one that ultimately has my heart is the Bentley Continental GT3 race car. It's super wide, super long, it's a massive car, it's super crazy and super unique, and as you guys know, I love luxury cars. I had a few luxury cars here on the channel. I had the Mulsanne, the 19-foot bespoke, beautiful car, coach built, which means built by hand. It was so luxurious, but it wasn't a sports car, it wasn't a supercar, it wasn't fast, it didn't handle very well, it was pure luxury. I sold that, I bought the Wraith. The Wraith had more of a sporty edge, but still not really up to DD standards, and what do I do with it? We have all this stuff here to build crazy cars. That's where the GT3 comes in. I first saw it on YouTube and I was like, that is insane. Could you imagine seeing that thing on the street? The car is massive, it has a huge wing, it's super wide, so aggressive. But what my take is to have that on the outside, on the inside, what I like, pure luxury. And thanks to you guys, that might actually happen. Believe me, I've been trying. In fact, I almost lost $80,000 from a scammer in Germany who claimed to have the kit, but it turns out that was all bullshit. She did scam a few friends, as well as I've had tons of emails. In fact, there's actually a Reddit forum on this person claiming all the scams. There'll be a future update on that, but in the meantime, let's chat about the email I got. Since I made that first video, I've had literally thousands and thousands of emails, DMs, text messages, you name it. You guys want to help, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Some of the ideas were beneficial, some are suggestions to buy the actual race car. The challenge is the real race car is like 250,000 US dollars, and it's not street legal, and to convert it, it's kind of against the point. The idea would be to take a street car, registered, VIN number, street legal, maintain the interior, and make a race car on the outside. So that wouldn't work. But one of you guys actually had a really good idea and you made it happen, and I'm blown away. To clarify, Bentley builds the car, so the Bentley Continental GT is built by Bentley. Bentley doesn't build the race car. They use a company called M Sport. So Bentley builds the car and then M Sport builds the body kit. It's licensed by Bentley, but it's not Bentley. Think of AMG Mercedes back in the day. One of you guys knows somebody at M Sport and you connected me, and M Sport replied. Speaking of body panels, up here we have all the stock parts, 720, F12, 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 Squadra Corsa, all here to be kept safe. And that's what M Sport does. They build the kit, supplies them to Bentley, and builds the actual race car. They also support the race teams, and guess what? They got back to me and said, I think we can help you. We're gonna send you a quote. Now, I haven't seen the quote yet. I'm gonna get it in the next hour or two. I was promised the gentleman at M Sport. The fear is this now, real carbon fiber OEM race parts are not cheap. In fact, this could cost several $100,000, making it really unfeasible to build this car. So there's the good news, there's the bad news. We have two major problems to solve today in this episode of Daily Doing Exotics. Number one, how much will the car cost? Do I buy a brand new one? The new Speed is super sick, and it's really honestly tempting just to have a brand new one to start off with. Or do I buy a used one through August Motor Cars in Canada? Last but not least, do I buy a wrecked one from Copart and rebuild it? How does that all work? We've never done that here at DDE. That's problem number one. Problem number two is, how much is the actual GT3 kit from Bentley? And I guess the third problem to solve is, how do we put it on? If I get the kit and get the car, how long will it take? What's involved? Is it even possible to do that to a street car? We have some work to do. And for that, I need Mike Essa. I'm not sure where he is. Nope. Where the hell's Mike Essa? Mark!
Yo, what's poppin', dude?
What's poppin'? How are you? Gentlemen? Where's Mike Essa?
He's out in the shop right now.
I have a small request. I need him to build me a car.
Do you have the parts?
Working on it. M Sport, who builds the GT3 car for Bentley, will sell me a kit. In this video, I will go over the cost. I have no idea yet.
Is it?
It could be $400,000 and this is all a waste of time. I don't know.
Is it like fiberglass?
No, it's all carbon. It's a full carbon wide body factory kit from M Sport, who builds it from Bentley. And I'm gonna ask Mike to build me the car. One thing to get the kit and get the carbon, it's like, well, how does it go on?
It's gonna be tens and tens and tens of hours of making mounts and custom brackets.
That sounds like a Tim problem. But we do have to go to Bentley and see if we can buy a car. Okay. And actually, I haven't even talked about, like, with Mike to look at like, what would take to cut this thing up or unbolt it, or can it be done? Mike Essa! Mike! Mike! What? Mike Essa! Mike Essa! What's up? I need you to build this for me. It's in real life.
Let's go. Let's get a kit. Let's get a car. Wheels, suspension, bigger turbos, nitrous.
We already talked about that. We already talked about the fact that you want to get the twin turbo V8. That's what the race car is, and they sound really sick. M Sport will sell us a kit.
Yes.
So we'll know in this video how much it is. We'll have to go through it to see what we don't need and what we need. Because there's some things we won't do. We won't do like Lex and window.
Yeah.
I want this car to be daily drivable.
Yeah, exactly. You want inside to feel like a proper Bentley. And the outside to look like a proper Bentley race car.
Are you guys, right now, comment below, does this excite you? If we had like a 14-part build series, from start to finish of building my absolute dream car, then take it to car shows, rallies, the moon, it did in Fast and the Furious.
Just have a quick suggestion, because I know you're not very good at coming up with ideas of ways to customize cars.
What the
Right here. So this is my friend right here, the twin turbo F12. And that has a very special feature to it. You're thinking about buying a twin turbo car. Little hood turbos?
Little hood turbos.
Everything you say has worked for my Casa. So what I need to know is the car I can figure out. We're gonna go look at one right now and maybe we'll buy a brand new one because the new speed is sick. We're gonna go to Bentley right now. Dude. I didn't warn them because they probably said we can't film there, so we're just gonna show up like YouTubers and look at one and maybe we can get one from their lease. Maybe we buy one in this video. I don't know yet. It's how does the kit go on? How much time will it take away from this project? This has to be done by SEMA.
SEMA is 54 days away. So I feel like by the time you get the car and the body kit, this car will already be at SEMA.
Yeah.
Brave words. The kit email said, and this is gonna be surprising for you guys, that most of the parts they have built. Bentley ended their racing program in GT3, so they have all these kits that they never sold. For race teams, and now they're not using them, they don't really need them. Now they're not gonna be free, unfortunately, but the majority of the kits are already built, which means that this could all happen within days.
So it would take me away from this car?
Maybe it's not a big of a deal. Maybe you just bolt it on. So I need you to come with me to Bentley and let's look at the car and figure out how it goes on.
Yeah.
You ever worked on a Bentley before?
I haven't. I don't even think I've driven a newer Bentley.
Oh, I'm gonna change your life, man. I'm gonna change your life. Let's get in the Hummer. They probably won't let us. To be authentic, we all have to have English accents.
Cheerio.
Oi, I'm here to buy a Bentley.
Oi, Brad! Oh, the red one over there, huh? Do ya?
Or
It's right proper.
All right, guys, we have a 10-minute drive in the Hummer to Bentley, the opposite of luxury. Now, recently, we had the front end done at Predator, and I did order a new turbo and an intercooler, and we're doing a tune. We're gonna get 200 more horsepower, as well as a new rear bumper and a new cage for the spare tire. Beyond that, you need a stereo upgrade, and then some adventure. So where should we take the Hummer H1? Should we take it across the USA? Be the first people to drive a Hummer to Miami from LA? Do you know how miserable that would be?
think bigger? Japan.
I'll meet you there. Get me a flight, LA to Miami. I'll show up. And when you guys get there.
So what I'm gonna do is put a trailer on it, and Mike's gonna tow the cars in the Hummer to Miami. That would be awful. Would it make it?
No.
I mean, probably. They just go 55 the whole way.
Predator fixed the seatbelt issue, they fixed the leaking issue. The one thing we can get to is a temp gauge, which is risky because you never know if you're overheating or not.
Yep.
Could be right now.
That one. That
Could
was
be.
important.
You might be.
Some gauges are useless, like battery. Who gives a It starts or it doesn't start. Battery. But you want water temp. Oil temp, who cares? Water temp is the biggest indicator.
If you have one or the other, honestly, you're okay.
I have oil pressure, clock.
Yep. No oil temp.
No oil temp. Here we go, guys. Reverse. Don't. You want to sit in the back? That's your last warning. Do that again, you're out. All right, this must be the place. We're following a Bentley. Oh my God, there it is.
Whoa.
Oh, baby. Oh, might as well be Disneyland. Here we go, W12. This is the first gen. We need the newer one. But as you can tell, it's a massive car. Not small cars.
This is the W12.
Yeah, we don't want that. We want the V8.
Yeah, we want V8 turbos.
Turbos. Well, there are turbos in this one, but it's the wrong setup. Yeah. I have another bad idea. If we could customize the kit, what if we did the same thing to a Flying Spur and had 4-door? It's a beautiful car.
This is so sick.
The Flying Spur in that beautiful blue. I don't know what it's called, but it is gorgeous.
It's like a powder blue.
It is so gorgeous.
The headlights are sick.
Yeah, all
look
the
at the
crystals.
details.
Gotta keep the headlights.
Oh yeah, headlights stay. On the race car, the headlights stay.
Or turbos right in the headlights.
What have you done to this guy? Making him put turbos and everything. We're not ruining the Bentley this time. All right, should we go buy a Bentley, boys? Oh, dude. Is that not a sign? Is that not a sign? So I believe that's the first gen Continental. So the newer one is a lot more aggressive. It has more louvers in the fenders, obviously a bigger grille. Yeah. but that's our GT3 program. If you look closely, you'll notice something really interesting. We haven't talked about this one yet, the exhaust. So do we do the same thing?
We gotta look at the bottom of the car. I don't know how much chassis you have to cut. Because usually when you do the side exit, you have to cut the floor pan and cut the rocker panel, and it's a lot of work, and it's like not gonna work with the passenger seat.
Oh no. Dude, that's dude. You know I have a weakness. You know I have a weakness for, oh my gosh. Oh my god. Look at the backpacks, Mike.
Not my style.
What do you mean? Those are amazing. Those are beautiful. And Bentley hats?
Those are cool.
Maybe we can't buy the car and build a race car. We can buy a backpack. I'm almost there. I want to build this in real life. So M Sport will sell me the kit, the GT3 kit. So I need to figure out what to build it off of. The race cars are a twin turbo V8.
Okay.
So I don't want to do the W12. Is the speed a W12 or
W12.
It is.
Yeah.
So it can't be a speed. I'm documenting my process. This is my dream car
no problem.
for the street. So M Sport said today they'll send me a quote for the kit.
Okay.
And then we have to buy a Continental GT 2020 or newer, and then this guy here, our fabricator, has to cut it up. Has anyone ever done this before?
No.
You ever seen it?
Yeah, no.
Picture that, this.
That's it, yeah.
So the big wide fender, this is a whole world. I wish I had a bigger toy car right
bigger
now.
model.
Have you ever walked in here before with a toy car saying, can I build this?
Where's the first one?
It's a long story. I got scammed the first time trying this. I'm a big Bentley guy. I had them all sawn. I had to my kids to school and I loved it. Bentley's my favorite car.
Right.
This car drives like an AMG GT. It does not drive like a big heavy car. It is amazing. But our channel would build exotic cars. So we have crazy twin turbo F12s and all the McLarens and all the wild madness. I want to build my version, which is taking this car, make it look like this, but the inside will stay like that.
Oh, wow.
So it'll
That'd
be
be
a
sick.
full GT3 on the outside, and then it'll be this. Like, look at how beautiful
It's gorgeous stuff. It's beautiful, look at that.
This is a great spec too, because it's neutral. So you could do a colorful wrap, but gold on the outside or green.
Yeah, this would kind of fit with whatever color you go with.
What does Azure mean? Is that a limited
That's just
edition?
a model.
So when I was in Monterey Car Week, I had two Bentley executives tell me that they would never happen. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Sorry. Somebody that watches our channel, talks to them to M Sport, and they'll sell me one kit. I don't know the price yet though. How much do you think that kit will cost? As much as the car?
Factory, car, like carbon fiber panels.
That's gonna be expensive. Carbon fiber,
Yeah, the whole kit is carbon fiber. It's a big heavy weave, and it's a full replacement. So it's quarter panels, it's everything.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure the doors get replaced. I don't know if I do the doors because
Nah.
the shape doesn't change. I don't need them to be with light. It's not a light car.
But also
No,
you'd
it's a heavy car.
lose the panels, you'd lose the windows, you'd lose the side impact protection, because race cars have a roll cage. Side
really
impact
skinny.
protection.
There's nothing on the doors.
I
Exactly.
never thought about that.
So
What was
no
your name?
doors.
Matt.
Dave.
Dave,
By the way.
nice to meet you. I think I've seen one of your channels.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having us. I we just rocked
No,
in here,
it's
but
cool.
I got the email today from M Sport saying we'll do it.
Yeah.
There's a guy in Germany that makes a fake kit that it's 80 grand, which is cheap for that. And
That's
it turns
cheap,
out he's a con artist. He stole money from my buddy. So I was about to wire him the money because I'm blind by love right now for this car. I love the GT. As you can tell by how fast I'm talking, that this is my dream car. But it has to look DD. It has to look like
No,
this.
I get it. Yeah, I got to see. Yeah,
Would you guys want to see this car be turned into that? Would that make you happy?
that'd be cool.
Because we literally have to take this car and like tell us. Mike.
Could we buy it without any bodywork on it?
No, we
Fenders,
can't. It's just gonna go with it. It's gonna go. Yeah.
Mike, looking at the car, would you have to cut anything?
I have no idea what the kit looks like, but if it is going to make the quarter panels wider, then yeah, you got to cut the quarter panels.
Because look at the line right now, and look how aggressive that line is.
Yeah, I'm sure. And look at the back. See the step?
Oh, I could come over right. Like literally,
so it must
flares
come
out.
out like a couple inches.
And the back is super aggressive. The wing is massive. So the first challenge I see is there's an automated wing on here. So we're gonna have some electrics to deal with. Look at these taillights for a second. Let's appreciate the beauty that is Bentley. So I had the Mulliner edition Mulsanne. I live in a small town of 80,000 people in Canada. And I have two daughters, and I had the champagne fridge. So I put their juice boxes back there and came to school the 19-foot Mulsanne. It was beautiful. Bentley is my favorite interior of any auto manufacturer. It's glass, it's wood, it's metal, there's no plastic in it. Even like in the glove box, it's leather. So here's the $1 million question. How much does this car?
300,
300.
300, 425.
And can I lease it?
Yeah.
If I lease it, can I do this to it?
No. Unless you buy it at 10.
So $300,000 for the car, USD. So for me, it's about 400,000 Canadian. To make this work, I'm realizing right now that I have to sell one of my cars. The Squadra Corsa or the Gated 599 is gonna have to go to make this happen. Because this is just the car. And this is brand new.
Brand new.
It's beautiful. What do you guys think?
I think that if we can get that kit, it's gonna be sick.
It is gonna hurt my heart a little bit. And I want you to come with us when we do this. When we take a Sawzall and cut off the back of this car.
Okay. That's gonna hurt. Oh my god.
Have you ever had a Bentley customer modify their Bentley before? Like this?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, how would corporate respond if we built this? Would they be into that, do you think? Would they sponsor the build?
I don't think it's sponsored.
Bentley Corporate agrees to sponsor DD build.
Oh,
CEO's like, DD, you got the hoodie on? But look at the size of the front brakes, Mark.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Bigger than any Ferrari or Lamborghini. And the suspension.
These handle better than W12 because the V8's
weight distribution.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the race car is a V8.
Yeah.
And the hood, if you look at the hood, those are ducts. It only works from the V8. So if you want to do this true, we have to do that.
Yeah.
So we have to decide basically what has to be removed and modified. The exhaust, obviously, on the race car comes out right here. So Mike was saying that might be an issue of modifying the chassis. I don't want to make this car not street legal. So I have to do everything that's just cosmetic. We won't change in bumper reinforcements or safety mechanisms. It'll just be the body because I want this car to be able to like drive. I want to have this car forever. In my brain, if I think about the two cars I never want to lose, it's a Squadra Corsa and this car once it's built. The problem is that the 599 is not worth near as much as the Squadra Corsa. So I might have to sacrifice my Squadra Corsa to do this.
Ooh.
But like, dude,
That's sick.
That's your real dream car.
nobody has this. Could you imagine? Because like the race car is huge. Even in person right now, like this thing is massive.
Yeah.
This on the 405. So 300 grand, I could buy this today if I wanted to. It's for sale.
For sure.
That checks off one of the problems with this build. Number two is M Sport giving me the price on the kit. Do you have a prediction? Give me
Close to
ballpark.
a couple hundred grand.
Couple $100 grand.
Yeah.
That'd be a $500,000 build.
Yeah.
Is it that cool? Comment below. So I'm just imagining right now, it's lunchtime at the DDHQ, and I say, hey, let's go get lunch. This thing has back seats.
Let me see if I have any leg clearance back here.
What's cool is there's no frame here when you get in, you can put your arm right through it. The race car might be different actually, that might be an issue. I doubt the race car's open.
Pillar.
It might have a pillar added. Oh, hold on, I want to crush your feet.
I was gonna say.
Whenever you get into a car, by the way, any expensive car, you don't rub the bolster when you get in, that's where it wears out. When you get in, you put your foot all the way in, put your hand down here, come down, sit in. That's why you don't get the wearing on here. Oh, soft closed doors. This thing is so cool. The seat
Massage seats, dude.
built right
This is
in.
extra.
It
It's an
actually
extra
feels really
cost
good.
right here.
My back sore from the Hummer. I drove the Hummer in Palm Springs, by the way. Don't recommend it. I like how Mike hasn't stopped yet. At
Well,
some point,
I'm waiting for my cut from the salesman. Dave's gonna buy this car today because he feels so relaxed
he's
right now.
buttering me up. You might not be into this. Just, I get it. But take a minute. Take a minute and look at the build quality. This here is like an actual like milled piece of metal. This is actually a big screen here. It folds up. The leather is perfect. The stitching is, it's breathtaking.
All of the upholstery on the seats and everything, there's so much detail.
This one has a glass roof, which is pretty cool.
Bro, if you had the glass roof in the race car,
Good for filming.
that'd be so awesome.
Is it worth losing the Squadra Corsa for?
See, here's the thing, right? The Squadra Corsa is a fake race car. This would be more of a race car than your Squadra
Oh, well,
Corsa.
the Squadra Corsa has a race
it
car
would
on
be more of a fake race car.
It'd be
than the
more of a
Squadra
fake
Corsa.
race car than your Squadra Corsa.
See, if I sold the 599, it's not enough money to even pay for this car. That's the problem. The Squadra Corsa would go for good money, especially now that it is truly a one of one.
Okay, but look,
But you can't sell the Squadra.
if you lease it, right? So you sell that car, you get that money, and then you lease it, but you don't have to spend all the money up front because you're paying for it monthly.
Exactly.
Okay, so see, that's how we do it in America. Don't worry about the price. It's the monthly payment that
Yes.
that you got to think about. Can you afford the monthly payment
100 months.
for a while? Yeah. For the whole lease, probably not. But you figure that out later.
Yeah, but then there's no giving the car back. Once you do this to it, you have to buy it out.
But that's the thing, right? You have to buy it out. But I don't have any money. I can't buy it out. What are they going to do?
You guys know the F12 is leased, right? And the lease is coming up. And at any point, the bank
you
can
know
say we
that?
want the car back. No, for real. That's not clickbait.
Come repo it.
Come get it.
Come try.
Okay, so 300 grand.
All right. So the car is a 280 stock. Right?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
package. Extended range. That's $6,000.
Extended range?
Extended range.
Is that bigger gas tank?
The black line specification. That's 4,500.
Worth it.
Piano black finish.
Worth it.
That's 2,500.
Worth it.
Contrast seat belts by Molnar. It's $1,000.
Worth it.
LED welcome lamps. That's $2,000.
We have to have that.
Yeah.
And contrast binding to carpet overmats.
Is any of that exterior that I could not have to save money? Is it all interior?
No, that's all interior.
We can't cheap out for the whole build. We can't cheap out on the interior. I guess the other part of this conversation is, do I buy a used one?
Well-
we have Mike Essa. Everything's reliable with Mike Essa.
Yeah, I don't work on Bentley, so.
That's the same thing, Mike.
No, but if you buy a used one, low miles, right? 3,000-4,000 miles, save $100,000.
I don't even know, actually. We'll have to look at the used market. What are you pressing?
You hit
I think he just kicked out. You're gonna kick us out of here. Porsche Bentley of Newport, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you guys are awesome.
We came in guns blazing filming this video today, so a huge thank you. If you guys are in the market for a Porsche or a Bentley here in Southern California, you know where to go. Everyone's super friendly, and guess what? We're gonna buy some merch now.
I think if you got a car with 18 miles per gallon, that'd be the most efficient DD car that we've ever
Oh,
had
we'll change that.
of all time.
Turbo upgrade? That's a conversation. We'll talk about that in a minute. We had talked about exterior modifications, but next is performance. You have it right here. What was your name again?
Scott.
Scott? What the hell, Scott? I'm walking around here with my little dinky toy. Look what they have in here. How much is this?
Oh my God, Dave.
Is it for sale?
It is now.
You just bought it.
Okay, so this is the Vision right here. Look at it. Look how aggressive it is from the rear with that big wing. So, do you know what I'm doing, right? Do you know why I'm here?
Yes.
I want to build this with one of those.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen someone do this?
Never.
Do you want to sponsor it? That's the dream right there. A couple things to note. There is a pillar here, which we don't have in the production car.
Yeah, but it might be like part of a carbon fiber quarter window that goes in. So it's not really a pillar. It just looks solid, just to cover.
So
the
that's something I wouldn't want.
Yeah,
I want to have it
you
open
wouldn't
like that
need
because it's great for filming. It's just comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you can buy by part, not by kit. Scott, do you have any Bentley jackets or anything?
I have some polos right here, but jackets, I probably have at the other warehouse. I'd have to call Carlos or Bentley guy.
Carlos.
We have a
Yeah.
Carlos. He crashes everything.
I'm actually the Porsche parts guy.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take this. So we'll take that. I'll take the wallet. Oh my god. Oh. That's actually
That's
beautiful.
really nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like if you think about the build quality of a Gucci or Louis Vuitton backpack, it would not be close to this. How much is this? Yeah, I'll take that.
It's $539.
I'll take that. Yeah, so I'll have my backpack for back to school.
There you go.
My shave kit. All right, write me up. Well, we spent some money, not the right stuff. Now I have to go back to the shop and see if M Sports replied or not with that quote. I need
Yeah.
help on that one 'cause I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, we'll have to sort through it and see what we need, what we don't need. If we can even buy the parts like a la carte, or we have to buy.
They didn't say. They didn't say if it's a package deal or it's. I'm hoping it's skewed. My Squadron Corsa kit was skewed, so it's like, what
I
do
mean,
you want?
it's a race car kit, so it makes sense that they sell piece by piece because teams are going to need like one of these and one of those, and you know.
That car has a Louis Vuitton wrap on it.
Sorry, my ADV can't handle that. That 370Z.
What if we crush Tim's car one day with this and buy him a new car to surprise him?
I think he'd be mad.
He loves that car?
I think he would want to pick the car out.
When we get a car that sucks. The Richter car, buy you a new car, it's like that Honda Fit right there.
Upgrade.
He actually wants a Honda Fit.
All right, let's go check my email. Okay, nothing from M Sport yet. However, we do have a bare chassis here right now, and as you can tell, some of it unbolts, but my back here doesn't unbolt. So you have to cut that, if that was this.
So there are some cars that unbolt, like McLaren's, like the 720, that you can take
Yeah,
those
they're
off.
modular, super smart.
Most cars are not like that. Bentleys are not like that.
So we'd have to take the beautiful Bentley and actually likely cut it.
Yep, cut it, tub it, basically, weld sheet metal back into it, and because there's the inside fender liner, and then there's the outside, they come together. So once you cut that section, then you have to plate it, weld it all up, respray it.
It's no joke what we're trying to do right now. To make this work, I need to find a sponsor for this build. Normally we just build these cars and just hustle along the way, but to be smart, I want to find someone to partner on it, like a luxury brand. That'd be really cool.
That would make a lot of sense.
Bentley, if you're watching this, which likely you are, send your boy Dave a Bentley.
That's it, all we need is a Bentley.
Just give us the car, and we'll make you 2 videos. Then it'll go my private collection, never to be seen again. Jokes aside, we have a few sponsors on board that are excited about the idea. As long as this quote from M Sport makes sense, could be driving into the future. We do likely need to buy a used car. It makes no sense buying a brand new.
I'm sure we could find one with like 5,000 miles or something where it's basically brand new.
I've been looking between when we left Bentley till now, waiting for that email. 280 Canadian, so like 190 USD.
Yeah, so $100,000
Or
off.
find someone with some bit of miles on it, I don't care.
Yeah, if it has 20,000 miles, whatever.
But then we have to decide, do we sell the 599 or Squadron Corsa? I'm scared to ask this question, but comment below, which car would I get rid of to build this? The Squadron or the 599? I got the email. By the way, thank you again to M Sport for even replying to me and working with me. I got the attachment. I have promised you guys I have not looked at it. I have a few questions first. Mark printed it because I don't know how to use a printer. Is it a break? Okay, it's obviously a breakdown. There's multiple pages here. Don't tip ahead. We're doing this for the audience. Here's the risk right now. This could be $300,000 or $400,000 and the party's over because I just can't justify that. This car will not generate that much revenue. So we're gonna go line by line. Stop looking ahead, Mark.
Dude, no.
Stop looking ahead. Stop looking ahead. We're doing this together as a family. This is all in pounds sterling. So what's the conversion right now?
Ooh, I don't know, it's like 1.2 or
Oh,
something.
that sucks. We'll do it at the end. $3,200 per fender.
Almost $7,000 for the pair of fenders.
The louver assembly, 120 bucks.
No way.
Must be just like an
The
insert
pop-ins,
for
yeah.
it, yeah.
The front hood, you wanna guess what the hood is?
Ooh.
Oh no, sorry, front bumper, pardon me. Front bumper, $4,100.
That's actually less than I thought.
Front grille assembly, just the plastic
Okay.
grille.
Yep.
1,700. The dive planes,
Yep.
there's 4 dive planes, 150 each, so 600
That's
bucks.
pretty good.
Not bad.
Front bumper tower,
bumper
left and right bumper towers. I don't
This,
know what
this
that is.
must be like basically the supports that come out to hold this.
Okay, well that's $700 each.
Okay.
Fog light covers are 150 each. So the little pieces of mesh, $200 each, that's no big deal. The front insert mesh is $175. So far really reasonable. The front splitter,
6-7 grand.
4.
4.
That's cheaper than the Squadra Corsa.
Yeah.
Mirrors, you gotta have the mirrors.
You have to.
You gotta do the mirrors. 1,200 bucks each. That's not bad.
Okay, that's cheap. Compared to some of the mirrors you guys
Or
have
like
done
a
in the
Ferrari.
past. Yeah.
A left rear fender and right rear fender.
Yeah.
Separate part numbers.
4 grand each.
5.
Wow, I thought they would be less than the front fenders.
Rear wing pylons, so the actual uprights for the wing.
Yeah.
Each one,
Oh, those are a problem on the Squadra.
they're hard to get. They're big bucks in the Squadra.
Yeah.
These ones are massive. How much?
2 grand.
2,500 bucks each.
Ooh.
The uprights are 5
Okay.
Gs. So is that something that we can just build ourselves?
Yes, absolutely. If we had one to copy, or we
Because we have to figure out, and by the way, we're not at the total yet, so bear with me. We have to figure out what parts we need and what we can make or what we not need.
yeah.
But so far this kit is not crazy.
Yeah.
Rear wing,
Well, if these are 2,500 each, I'm guessing the wing is 7,500 bucks.
I'm gonna say 10 grand.
3 grand.
What? No way. All carbon fiber?
Rear wing connecting rod, 450. The louvers for the rear fenders, which are in here, I guess?
Maybe in the back here,
Maybe. They're 500 bucks each. Rear bumper,
4 grand.
8 grand. Woo! Diffuser for front wheel drive and rear wheel drive. Because it is an all wheel drive car, by the way.
Not in the race car version.
No, it's probably converted.
Yeah.
We have to figure that out. 600 bucks. Left side diffuser assembly, so it's 2 sides to it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
5 grand. The hood.
Wait. Both of them are 5 grand.
Yeah.
Or each.
No, together.
Oh, 5 grand. For the
2,500 bucks per part.
Okay.
And then the fins, it's like, yeah, 5 grand. Hood? But this is a European car. Or
The bonnet.
the bonnet. That one's a bit expensive. But if you look at it, it's actually functional. It actually has intakes and all that for cooling.
Yeah.
Any guesses?
15 grand.
6 grand.
Okay.
Left-hand rear side sill. So that'd be this
Rocker.
piece. Rocker. 2 grand each. Boot lid, which we might not need.
Boot lid.
Boot lid.
A boot. The boot lid is 3 grand. We
Yeah.
might not need. Oh, is it different? Oh, it is humped.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to do a direct comparison.
Boot lid channel, 400 bucks. And then last but not least, the rear quarter windows are $600 each.
We don't need those.
Don't need those.
So, if you're paying attention at home, take a minute in your head, if you're a Rain Man, and calculate it. If you're not, I'll tell you right now. The grand total in British pounds, $75,012. How much is 75,000 British pounds converted to USD? $93,000. It's not bad. It's not great. I bet you though, looking at that, we could cut off 20 grand.
Probably.
So let's call it 70,000 US. Then you have freight if it's not on there, and you have duty.
Yeah.
So the Squadra kit for comparison was about 40. And it didn't get full body replacement.
It didn't get fenders. It didn't
No,
get hood. It
no.
didn't get, yeah. It was
I
just
don't
front
know
rear
if we need
bumpers.
their trunk. I don't think the glass for sure not.
Yeah. All said and done, if you buy that car for 300 plus tax.
Do you know what the tax in British Columbia would be on that car? Percentage wise? Do you know?
No.
38%. Be 100 grand taxes. I've decided already I won't buy a brand new one. I'll buy a used one through our friends at August Motor Cars. Okay? It's gonna cost around 175,000 US.
Yep.
The kit's 75, so it's 250. That's actually a lot for $250,000. Now that's a ton of money. Don't get me wrong, but like look around what we spend money on these builds. I just need to figure out now how long it would take to get that kit.
I honestly thought it was gonna be a lot more.
Did you really?
Yeah, like front bumper for a 997 GT3R, like factory race car. I think it was like somewhere around 10 grand. Fender was 6 or 7,000. It's Porsche fender, it's really small. Headlight assembly was like $6,000. Inner fender liner was like another $5,000 or $6,000.
At the end of the day, it's really good news. We've had a lot of bad news lately here. I'm really excited for this. There are more challenges to work out as far as like time. Mike is so busy right now with all these projects. To pull him off the Bentley, we have to figure out how that would work.
If we're not building it into an actual race car, if we're just changing the body,
Yep.
I think we could get that done in a couple days.
Oh my God. M-Sport also invited me in the email to fly there to the factory and get a tour and watch them build the kit. because some assembled, not assembled. I have to figure that out. I have to talk to Damon about, you know, the money aspect, because to pull 80 grand right now, it's a lot of money. Maybe I'll find a sponsor for it. But here's the thing. Thank you so much to you guys that watch at home. I'm not joking, I had over 1,000 texts, emails, everything about getting this kit. And one of you guys connected me with a friend at M-Sport who reached out and made this happen. That's not clickbait, that's not bull. It's because of you guys. Without you guys, this never would have happened. I'd actually given up on it. So thank you, stay tuned, and let me know below, which car do I sell? The 599 or the Squadra Corsa?
It's gonna sound like that, right?
It's a hybrid.